Greetings everybody. It has been a while before we did a video. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, kindly hit the subscribe button and let's move together. We want to do 8 express courses indoors, and then we go now outdoors and look at this work being done practically. So if you are able to follow us right away from here all the way to the field, it will be easier for you to comprehend and we'll have less questions to answer. You know, we don't have much time to answer so many questions because they come like in so many volumes. So it's good that you watch the video to the end and then join with what will take you to the field, and then you can easily comprehend. We start this journey afresh. There are so many parameters that have changed over time. Like what would be done to start a farm 2 years ago is not what we are doing today to start a farm. Like, how can you start a successful chicken farm? Like how in capital letters, how in 2022. So many factors have changed. The breeds, the feeds, the formulations, the medications, improved and matched quality. So how do I start a chicken farm? I'm assuming you've been working or you're working and you want to get an exit strategy. You want to stop this work and do poultry. Or you've been saving money for quite some time and now you want to invest your savings into poultry farming. Like, how do you start a successful farm? When you watch our videos, and you watch other videos, read magazines, you check on Facebook, you'll find that the poultry literature is so fine, so fantastic. And you'll be tempted and say, this is where I'm going to do. This is where I'm venturing. I'm putting all my savings here. Because people try to make it like a movie, look like a movie. Oh, this thing is so lucrative, it's so profitable. But when you come to the ground, things are different. Things are really different, really different. And that is the importance of this particular video. The first one that needs to guide you in starting a farm is the market. You've not even identified which species of chicken or which niche you're going into the market. And you know what? Any successful farm will come when there is a problem. So identify the poultry problem in that particular location you want to set up the farm. And this is the problem. There could be shortage of meat or there could be shortage of eggs. So basically what I'm trying to say is the market. Identify the market. It is not a must you set up a farm next to your market or in your market. And this one now will take you back and say, you will consider translocation of the produce from the farm to the market. So first and foremost, before you think of doing a farm, have the market at your fingertips. Do much research, sign contracts, and bring people on board, the consumers on board. For example, there is no way you'll miss to work with brokers. So get the right brokers in that particular niche. Let's say you want to do broilers. So you will have to identify those brokers, understand their models or their market niches, how they work, before you venture into it. When you get into the industry, for example, there are things that nobody will tell you. For example, you might sell a chicken to a consumer. This person tells you, I don't pay cash. Once you supply the product, you need to supply another product in order for you to be paid the previous product. What it simply means is you supply the product to somebody, then somebody sells, reduces or removes his or her profit, then gives you your share. So when you come into poultry business without such in mind, You might only have the startup capital. You do your first batch of broilers. When you sell to the market, you have got nothing to supplement the market. So when you have such knowledge that we're giving you here, you'll be able to understand that the broiler industry works in cycles. If you want to do broiler business, then you have to know that I should produce in 3 or 4 cycles, knowing that there could be debts left behind, so that I'll supply, then get paid for the previous, so that you don't invest everything at once and you're not able to sustain yourself. That is now how the broiler or the meat industry market looks like. Talk about the market for eggs. Eggs is a straightforward thing. Get your eggs, supply to the market, get paid. Or you can get also a similar buyer who will buy the eggs, actually who will take the eggs, sell, then deduct his or her cut, then give you yours. So these are things that you really need to understand. So first, identify the market. Then secondly, understand. After identifying the market, then understand that market. So that when you enter into this business, you come into it fitting very well without much struggle. Now, today we look at poultry agribusiness in 2 aspects. We majorly look at poultry agribusiness in terms of meat and in terms of eggs. Forget about those things of kienyeji chicken improved and all that. Let nobody. Okay, I'm advising you from my own experience. I started keeping kienyeji improved chicken. I no longer keep them today. I don't even think about the hatching and all that because we don't have F1s anymore. I challenge people this way. I am an egg farmer. I'm a proud egg farmer today. You are keeping kienyeji chicken, saying that you get kienyeji eggs. The number of eggs collected from this improved kienyeji chicken cannot be compared to hybrids of the layers. And the feed intake is the same. So those are things that we'll cover them as we keep moving. So how do I start a poultry farm in 2022? Identify the market. After identifying the market, then understand the market. Now, when you understand the market, you will also get to know the volumes. The volumes. Don't invest with greed. Check on your appetite. Check on your appetite. You could have so much savings. When someone sits down with you and tells you a very fantastic story, you say, if I put 2 million, I'm going to hit 5 million. Therefore, you even go and seek debts, increase that investment to 3 million so that you can get 15 million. Then you find that you have overproduced in a way that you have saturated the market. Remember, you are getting into a market that has existing players. So you're just joining as a new entrant. And that might force you to sell your produce at a throwaway price that you might not even be able to recoup your initial investment. Please, after understanding the market, get the correct volumes. Then request for a share. Start small, not very small, of course. Factoring in about we call it. Actually, the term is economies of scale. Economies of scale. Like the cost of labor of doing 200 chicken is the same cost of labor for doing 50 chicken. Now, you could get into a market, but then you can also be smart enough and create your own market. How do you create your own market? This chicken businesses that look to be very dirty or low class, that we don't want to identify with, are the ones that pay more.